In this video, I'm going to show how students did their individual presentations on Flip. At the top right hand corner, I have a video of how they can record their screens and their faces and their computer audio. You might want to include a more updated one that's now reflective of Flip, since this is over a year ago with Flipgrid. The students had really robust instructions on their LMS, where they had a list of all the things that they needed to include in their presentation. They could sign up for a country so that we didn't have overlap of different countries, and just all of the information to help them make a presentation, etc. But here we have a very simplified version of those instructions saying your slides must be in Spanish. This week we're changing it up. They're going to talk about their favorite country. They're going to create a presentation, and they need to follow all the requirements on the Canvas assignment page. And so you can see down at the bottom, we've got the list view. You can always see the little tile grid view as well. But presentations ranged from 4 to 8 minutes, depending on how long the tourism or the culture video that they decided to include in their presentation was. And we had a lot of interaction, lots of comments, but you'll notice in this column here with views, this activity was the highest viewed activity amongst their peers. So even though it was not required to watch more than 2 of students' presentations, this presentation got 21 views. That's almost the entire class. So out of 28 presentations, 21 students watched that. So that's almost the entire class. 17, 19, 23, the lowest being about 11, which is still almost half of the class. And so this was a really wonderful activity. Students responded well to it, and students watched all the other presentations. They watched so many other presentations, either because they were interested in the culture or they wanted to see examples of how other students were doing the presentations. But this was one of the highest engagement or highest levels of engagement that we had in this course. The only one that didn't have was this one, but you can see it's hidden. The student posted their original presentation in English, so I hid it and requested that they resubmitted it, and then they did, and they did a great job, and they had lots of interaction from other students. So I want to actually show you one of the student presentations so you can see that they did record their screen and their faces, and they presented in Spanish, and they left each other some feedback. So here we have an example presentation. You can see they have their title slide, they have different slides that they incorporated, they have their face down here at the bottom, they incorporated different cultural videos, and at the end, they said, how can you learn more? Notice we do have some, grammatical errors, spelling errors, things like that. That's okay. This is a Spanish 2. And so I commented that on the rubric and in their feedback on Canvas. And then they said, thank you for your feedback,
Son que tengan un buen día. Gracias.
So here we're saying, like, have a great day. We also have down here, we have off to the right, comments from other students. So a lot of students, they interacted with the student. You can see the views and things like that. So this was a really, really great activity. There was a lot of student engagement. They enjoyed presenting and researching a country of their choice, and students really engaged and watched each other's presentations to learn about other countries and see them. So I highly recommend you incorporate at least one presentation in your asynchronous language course.